Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. And today, I'm asking the question, why does a supermarket need your biometric information? And I think it's a very valid question, especially in the age of surveillance. So, if you're walking into a Wegmans store, this is a supermarket chain on the East Coast, you as a customer may be unaware that your face could be scanned and entered into a security system, and that is according to Wegmans themselves, based out of Rochester, New York. Now, the company confirmed it's using facial recognition technology in what it calls its elevated risk stores, but they're not specifying which location qualifies as a higher risk store. In New York City, specifically New York City, signs posted at store entrances inform shoppers that their biometric data may be collected, but outside of New York City itself, basically there are no similar disclosure laws, right? So in a statement to 7 News, which is a local affiliate, Wegmans said that the technology is only one investigative tool and that decisions are never made using facial recognition alone. A Wegmans spokesperson also said that the system scans faces and compares them to images of people previously flagged for misconduct. The company also said it does not collect eye scans or voice prints, does not share data with third parties, and keeps images only as long as necessary for security, but they don't exactly define their retention period. So is that 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, 10 years? We don't know. And I think one of the issues I have here outside of the privacy side of this is that for centuries, we never had this type of technology, but we were able to basically to keep crime and mischief and whatnot in check, right? It's always been a bit of a cat and mouse game, but for the most part, we don't necessarily need to have our privacy violated to maintain good security. And privacy is a big issue here. But the other side of it is, what if Wegmans has a data breach? Right? We've seen, supermarkets get breached before and dump out a whole bunch of data. So they might not necessarily say they share with third parties, but a third party maliciously may just take that data. And it's your biometric data. This is not like a password you can change. Your face is your face. What is the retention policy? I have no idea. But the other side of it, and what they're not saying is, are they going to give law enforcement or government access into these things? The government has been creating a massive surveillance network. We saw a lot of this come online in 2025 with the use of Flock, which is a camera system, not to mention recording license plates on vehicles that are going to and from the borders, the land borders of the United States to Mexico and Canada, et cetera, et cetera. And so when you look at like the Amazons of the world that are building the out the ring surveillance networks and then turning that stuff over to law enforcement, why wouldn't Wegmans be the same? I mean, it's the government. If the government's putting pressure on them, here we are. So I think this is a big issue. I think this is a huge problem. And by virtue of that, they're not always getting warrants. So if you're shopping at a Wegmans, heads up. And I understand, like most places you go and most supermarkets you go to, you're probably going to be on some kind of camera. But, I posted an amusing meme today regarding, just how accurate, let's say a planet 5 billion kilometers away looks. But, in a parking lot video camera, we can't even identify the person. But cameras are getting more and more accurate. And so your biometric data, that which is intrinsically yours, especially is a huge problem, especially since most of us are not criming out there, right? We're not going to go into Wegmans and steal stuff. Most of us aren't. But nevertheless, we are always making rules for the lowest common denominator. And I think that's something we need to stop. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please, please, please attempt to stay private, informed, and secure. Take care.